Very interesting ball game. Congratulations to Gus Malzahn and Alabama and the Auburn Tigers. They were fantastic. You know, really, what he's done with that team has been tremendous. Playing great. And, played a great team, playing great at their house. And, looked kind of bleak there for a minute, and the boys just started fighting, believing, and we got ourselves in position to take the lead. Obviously, late in the game, and get into 4th and 18 is almost as good as it gets. And but to their credit, they make a play, and sure enough, our guys don't give up. Then 25 seconds to go, a couple timeouts, end up with a couple shots in the end zone. And at least one that made it to the end zone, and one last play. So you gotta, you know, I give our boys credit for that as well. Just a whale of a game, I guess. You guys can figure out what you want to ask, and I'll do my best.
Have you ever lost any contest in that sort of way?
No,
Football,
I think somebody asked me that, and the closest game I coached in like that game was when I was at Florida State. We were down 31-3 in the 4th. Came back and tied it. It stayed a tie. That's back in the day where you could still have a tie game. We played them in the bowl game later on. That's as close to that type of comeback. But then, you know, if we'd have come back and tied it, and then they came back and scored at the end to win it, it'd have been just about identical, really, because the odds were pretty heavy against. I mean, it was even, you know, back in that game at Florida State. There, I mean, our fans, it's 31-3 in the 4th, and most of them are gone. And then all of a sudden, everybody's trying to get back in the stadium just to see what happens. And I think there was kids on the Florida team that were subbing, and they're getting ready to sub and take their pads off, and starters it was over. And so it was that, you know, that game was a little bit different than this one, but that's about as close as I can think of.
It's one of those situations where you just can't do anything about it. Just
well, you know, hopefully, you know, there's some things to be learned, and we certainly we did some things that cost us throughout the game that we gotta do better. We gotta do better. Of course, they did some things that, you know, could have cost them too. It's just one of those kind of games. And when you lose it, you tend to look at the things you should have done. And when you win it, you just think about how great it is, you know. But just a lot of really positive things happened that day. I mean, let's face it. As good as Auburn is and has been playing, and they got all the momentum going, and you know, even that stop, we get a stop down there in the red zone, force a field goal to keep it at 20, keep it at 3 scores. You know, that you know, when that happened, we're all sitting there going, you know what, it's not over. We got a chance here still. We still got clock, and we still got a chance to, you know, get it. You know, 3 scores is not impossible in 1 quarter. And sure enough, we did that, but couldn't finish it at the end.
Mark, despite the loss, you know, tough loss it was, and behind, but Aaron, probably one of his greatest performances under the pressure, coming from 20 points behind in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it was a big day for Aaron and the team. It's a team game. I mean, we obviously, you need a quarterback to play well to get back in a game like that, and he did, but you need protection. You know, early on we didn't protect very well. As the game went on, we gave him time. And that was a big part of it. And guys were making catches, and Coach Bowo was calling some good plays. And, guys were gutting it out. And yeah, but Murray did a really wonderful job.
Coach, after y'all pulled within 13-7, they threw that quick screen over to your side of the field to Lewis, who got about 10 yards and then fumbled, and then there was a melee for the ball. What happened there that resulted in the penalty on you on the side?
I guess I wasn't pleasant enough in my disagreement with what happened. I guess I didn't do a good job.
We couldn't see what happened. Did you see? Was the ball down? Did you see Georgia get it? I mean,
I don't know if I get in trouble for this or not, but what I saw was the ball underneath. I saw a set of legs here, Auburn player, kind of on top, his knees were bent kind of on the ball. Most of the time, this hand was free, and he's trying to get his other hand in there. And I saw Josh Harvey Clemens wrapped up around the legs and the ball and everything else. I'm thinking, surely he's got possession of the ball. But they didn't. The rest didn't see it that way.
We asked Murray at the Florida game last time he got such a penalty, but is it your playing days or did you have this as a coach?
I've never had a penalty. That was my first.
How's this season, like, health-wise, all these games, the way that they have been going, win or lose, it's
Right.
just been nuts. How
Yeah, it has been. Well,